Hello everyone, and so this is gonna be my essential review of Destiny 2: The Curse of Osiris DLC from what we've been shown so far with this new DLC coming out. And I have to say already that I am very disappointed, as probably many of you are, for actually buying this DLC and actually buying Destiny 2 in general. I can understand your feelings. Not gonna sit here and say it's good when it's not, because it's obviously not. My problem stems from the story one. I like what they did with the story. And you met this when they got to Osiris part, they introduced him. He seemed kind of interesting. His part coming and going from alternate universes through Vex gateways and checking the future. Once he showed the future or looked through the Vex time gate to see what the future was, he basically saw it was horrible, meaning that it's going to get worse from this on, hopefully story-wise. But other than that, they didn't really go into what's going to happen, which is good, because if they spoiled it, it wouldn't make much of it. Epic climb in this grand story of Destiny 2. Now, I like the fact that they introduced him somewhat pretty well, with him and his ghost, in a joking manner, and then kind of fleshed him out to some small degree. And they then showed the boss that you'll be fighting at the end of the DLC story mode was that giant Vex, Hydra looking thing with two arms. And that was where my love and fondness of this story mode ended. Right there. After the introduction of the boss, everything that came afterwards was literally trash. I can say that the story mode is very hollow and does not keep you entertained and keep you in the story as the beginning of Destiny 1 did, or Destiny 1, their stories were actually kind of good. Destiny 2's Red Legion kept you more into the story in the game and kept you going to the end than Destiny 2 kind of did with this Curse of Osiris DLC. The Red Legion literally, to me, was the better story. Now, they had a lot of problems with that story. I'm not saying they didn't. But compared to this one, it wasn't as hollow as this one. What was problem was that one was poor character development and lack of toughness from the end boss. This is even worse with this DLC. It's not even hard to kill him. You can do it solo, which it's campaign. You really should be able to do it solo. But if you want to bring friends, understandable. Yeah, but again, with playing the story after introducing the boss, and it got boring and repetitive quick. There's nothing more else for me to say, really. It's just, I can't understand of how they hyped up the forest to be this grand, awesome place, and once I got there, it looked fine visually. It looked visually appealing, it was. But it got real old real quick. Having to come and go through that forest really was boring. And what makes it worse is that Mercury, the planet that they've added with this DLC, is really small, and there's really not much to do on that planet. There's like 4 different lost zones, I think, lost sectors, even though I've already been in one of them. But yeah, there's only one event on the map, and you can't even go into the forest unless you're doing a mission or you're doing an adventure that needs you to go in there. You can't explore it on your own. Like with the other planets, they added some space to their maps. They're not too big, but they're big enough to where there's different areas of the map. They did not do this with this Mercury map. They made the lighthouse so small. And it just really makes me sad that to think that we all wasted money on this DLC thinking we would get awesome tier goodness out of this DLC and it would make up for Destiny 2's beginning and the flaws of it not having enough content to satisfy the gamers who wanted to play Destiny and continue playing Destiny, but it just didn't. In fact, it's even worse than Destiny 2's beginning, vanilla Destiny. I don't even know how. So some of the things they've added, they have added new weapons, and it will take you somewhat to get the new weapons, and more than likely you might get them from Brother Vance. Then, though, if you play Crucible, you'll probably get a lot faster than get it from Brother Vance, because Brother Vance, I did one of his cubes. It took a good bit. I mean, you could grind it, and it's not hard, but it's just annoying. Now, the things they've added increased the light level, but it doesn't go that much. I think the max level for your character is 25, and the light level's 320 something.
It's telling me to go this way.
I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. You can judge me on that part, but I really don't care at this point. What my plans are doing is just level up one character, and that's it. Get ready for the raid. Boom. Once I beat the raid, not gonna play it anymore. But yeah, what they've added to this game is they've added 3 new maps in Crucible for PlayStation users, and if you're on Xbox, I'm sorry, you only get 2 maps. We get 3. Just how it seems to be going. Not that saying that that's not gonna help anything. Now, what they've added for strikes is they've added heroic strikes, but I think they've only added one strike, possibly 2. I've only ever played the 1. No, it might be 2 actually. It's 2, I think. But it really, that's essentially it. It's just there's not much to it. Hopefully, when the raid comes out this Friday, it will be better. And I doubt it's going to be better. I take back what I said. It's not going to be better. The raid, hopefully, which is on the Leviathan, by the way, if anyone did not know that information already. What's more than likely going to happen is he's going to ask us to help the Vex aboard my ship or something. If not, it's going to be more Cabal. So, let's pray. But more than likely, it's going to be more challenges and puzzles, just like the first Leviathan now. I love the Leviathan. I did. But some of them challenges and puzzles weren't that hard, and they just were boring in general. Not the dog part. The dog part probably was the hardest part of the raid, for known reasons of how glitchy it was. That was the hardest. Other than that, it was spotless. Now, I don't think this DLC will hold up. Like, I'm pretty sure Destiny 2 Vanilla held for, I want to exaggerate. I do want to exaggerate this. I want to say 3 months. It probably wasn't even 3 months. But I don't even think Destiny 2's DLC will hold that long. Like, people can shoot for this in like a day. I know the Destiny 2 had that very same problem, but there is even less to this than there was to that. There really is. I don't understand why Destiny 2, we thought we would get a better game. We got a visually appealing, better, basically a better visual game than Destiny 1, and the gameplay felt nice and all that. We got a smoother Destiny. What Destiny 2 should have been, how Destiny 1 should have been with its gameplay and visuals. Well, the visuals on D1 were pretty nice. But it's just that content they lack, and I don't understand. And it makes me wonder of, did they really trade out quality for quantity? In a sense, they traded the quality for more money, a chance to make more money and get this DLC out fast. That's what I feel like. They didn't put much time into this one. I pray that they put more time into the next DLC and that we are rewarded with more content, but at this point, I really doubt it. So, I know this review isn't probably the best review you've heard or will ever hear, but I just don't know what to say about Destiny. I had my hopes with D2. I really did. After Vanilla failed, I knew it was going to be bad, but not like this. I didn't think like this. But that's just my thoughts. You can disagree with me if you want. If you want to comment, put one in the comment section and we'll discuss about it. But until then, take care, peace, everyone, and stay safe.
Yeah, the